Hey guys, Eric here on this snowy Monday and wanted to shoot you a quick video just because I had been observing, today's a snowy day here, but we had some people sign up on our team today and then quit. We had some people that had upgraded and had some refunds and things like that. And I wanted to bring up a personal development concept that also relates to just what we're doing, right? And I know we get people in and we're all excited and it's like, all right, okay, so the goal is to get them to go all in, right? The goal is to get them to go all in because I've been working so hard and I finally got one person or two person that kind of upgrade a little bit, or seems like they haven't upgraded, but they've gone to the videos. They seem like they're committed. So I got to get them to all in, right? And that's just kind of the focus. And of course that is, because that's where you do make a lot of your money, but it's actually something different. So here's the focus you want to have. Your only focus really shouldn't be to get people all in. And it's not that you don't want people to go all in. It's not that you don't have a conversation about it when you have someone on the phone. It's not that it's not mentioned once in a while in the hangout. But your focus is 100% getting someone into our inner circle. And what is an inner circle? Our inner circle is me, Mallory, Dario, Rob, and Elizabeth. That's our inner circle. Because those people, you say, well, the commonality is they're all in. No, the commonality is actually that all of the people I just mentioned, who are you guys that are watching this, is that you're all committed. And what that means is that you got involved in the team. You got involved in our hangouts. You got involved in Brian and Rhonda's hangouts before we started having our own hangouts. You went to an event, right? You went to an Empower event, and then almost all of you went to our event. Some of you did those things before you were all in. Think about that too. So once you get someone that's committed, they're going to go all in. They're going to stick around and they're going to build a team. Why is this so important? Because if your focus is more about getting someone to go on, that's great. But if you don't have a plan in place to get them to actually follow through, get sales, and build the team, the way the commission structure is structured now is you need your core group of like 5 people on your team, but you need them to make sales. They can't just sit there and do nothing, because how you make money is you personally bring in a lot of people and you make your commission, and then you get the difference between you and the person that's one of your 5, whatever level they're at for the month. You get the difference in percentage on all of their people, right? So you need them to make sales, because if they're not making any sales, then you don't get that percentage, and it's basically like you're just being an affiliate. So your focus, your 100% focus, is to get people in our inner circle and get them to our next event. That's it. If it means they're at the all-in level, that's great, but your number one focus needs to be that. So I kind of did a little bit of a case study, and I think this is going to be very helpful for the whole team, right? So we had someone that had upgraded to one of the levels, and before I even say this happened to me. Someone on my team, I don't know if some of you guys remember Akeisha, who signed up back in November. And she was on our hangouts for about 3 or 4 weeks, and then she kind of disappeared. Well, she had upgraded to what was the 6-figure level for $1,000, and then we had a hangout where all I did the whole hangout was, you got to be all in, you got to be all in, you got to be all in. That's what I talked about the entire hangout, right? You got to be all in, you got to be all in. And she turned around and quit the next day. And it wasn't actually because she didn't like what I was saying. It's actually because she was listening to exactly what I said. And what ended up happening was, in her own mind, she said, I really like this group. I think they're an awesome group, but they're basically telling me to succeed, I have to be all in. I don't have the funds to go all in, so I'm going to have to quit and come back when I have the funds to go all in. That's the message that was taken from that talk. And what's interesting is that was the message that was taken from this Wednesday's talk too, as well, from a couple people that I talked to, one person on my team and one person on Mallory's team. And I reached out to them, and I wasn't trying to hammer them about sticking around or anything like that. I said, were you on this Wednesday's hangout? And they said yes. And I said, what did you get out of it? And they said, well, I got out of it is that if I want to do this, I have to be all in, and I can't do that right now, so I have to quit. And it's just an important message, and very important, because individual things that end up being challenges could actually be the reason all of us in this leadership group get to the next level, is because of how we change our approach. So how to explain this, right, is Dave Wood can be on Empower Hour every Monday or Thursday. Rhonda can be on her team hangout every Wednesday, and she can yell, go all in, go all in, go all in. Why can they do that? They're speaking to a huge audience, right? So if we each were bringing 20 people to our team hangouts, each of us on this, watching this video, we're each bringing 20 people to the hangout each week, we could yell, go all in, go all in, go all in, because then what would happen? 2 or 3 people would go all in and everybody else would quit, and that would be perfect. But when we're each bringing 1 person or 2 people to our hangout, and that's the message that we're portraying. Now, that's not what we meant to do, but again, remember, feedback from the people you're reaching out to is the most valuable thing in the world, and that's what people got out of and again, Mallory did a great job of leading the hangout. It wasn't just her; it was me doing it too. It was all of us, and that was the feedback on the hangout. And it's just interesting to think about that and to keep that in mind. So so again, I don't want to confuse you guys and say, well, Dave Wood talks, when Rhonda talks, when someone talks, they tell everybody to go all in way more than we did on the hangout. But the difference is they were speaking to such a huge audience that when a percentage of those people disappear, that doesn't bother them, because other people are going to actually listen and go all in. And you'd rather have a smaller team with more committed people, right? As we would as well. So I just bring this up as a lesson for all of us. It's not anything anyone did wrong or anything like that. I'm just giving you the feedback that I received today, and to keep that in mind. And moving forward, as you're building, right, the more you focus on money, the longer it takes. The more you focus on getting people in and getting people into our inner circle, the faster it goes. So remember what the whole mission is. It's all based on 2 people, right? So in the next 3 to 4 months, you want to get 2 committed people. And what do they have to do? They have to be on our hangouts every week. They need to commit to the full process. They need to commit to coming to our next mastermind and the next event. And they got to buy the basic level of our academy as well, because that all shows that they are part of our team, part of our inner circle, and have made that commitment that they're in this for the long haul. Whether that means they're all in, they're at the 6-figure level, they're at the $500 level, whatever it is now, they keep changing things. That's all that matters. So I just want to tell this to you to keep that in mind. We're about 3 weeks away from the Empower event, where they're going to say where the next event is or is not. And we'll move on from there and kind of decide. But your focus is to get 2 committed people in the next few months. So I wouldn't worry about those of you guys who had people join today or people refund or whatever. I know it's annoying. I know you wanted that money. But again, we're just looking for those people that are committed. And it's got to be an individual conversation. So if you want to talk to someone about all in, do it when you have the call with them. And then you can say, hey, if we have a hangout and we discuss all in, and you're just not in that position right now, Eric or Mallory or Rob or whoever's run the hangout, or Daria or Elizabeth, they're going to talk about going all in, because there are some people on our team that are kind of like just need to believe that they can go all in. They have the resources, but they just need it. So that's why they're going to talk about in this way. Listen to that, but you don't have to take that in. So that's an individual conversation we can each have with our new members based on where they say their funds are at, where they're going. But again, focus on getting those 2 people to be in our inner circle, be on our hangouts every week, take consistent action, sign up for the next event right away, and make that commitment. Sign up for the basic level of our academy, because that will guarantee that they're also going to come to our next event. That's what we need, right? So I know, again, challenges are annoying, but there are opportunities that taught us a lot based on what happened. The content of Wednesday's Hangout was absolutely phenomenal. There was nothing wrong with the content. It was just all of us, including myself, I guess, talked a little bit too much about all in, based on the fact that we had a really small amount of people watching that weren't in the position to go all in. And because of that, they decided to refund, not because they don't like Empower or think it's a scam or anything. It's actually the opposite. It's they look it up as leaders and they say, hey, all the leaders are all in. I can't do that, so I can't succeed. That's what they took out of it. And we want to get a different message. Our message wants to be, start where you're at. The goal is to get to all in. We'll get there when we get there. Here's what you need to do. You need to follow the 8 core commitments. Pretty simple, right? Blog, read, listen to audios, make sure you get to the next event. And that's it. You just do those things. So I hope this helps, guys. I just wanted to send this out to you so you weren't confused about some of the challenges some of you guys might have had today. But it's just one day. Wake up tomorrow, do the whole thing all over again. That's why I run every morning, is because by the end of the day, sometimes you do get beat up, right? You do emotionally, you're kind of done, right? So that's why I run first thing in the morning, because no matter how the day went the day before, I'm ready to go. And we're going to look back at this day and actually be excited about it, because when we each have 2 people at the next event, we have like 20 people total, and we got this thing rolling. What happened is going to be such a positive thing. So I hope this helps you. Don't beat yourself up if you're someone that I mentioned, that whether it was me or Mallory or Rob or Dario, whoever was on the Hangout, kind of mentioning, oh yeah, you got to go all in, and that kind of was taken the wrong way by some of our members. No big deal. I did it, back in November, I did it, and people that were listening quit because we were too hard on it based on the number of people we had. So no big deal. Live the movie, guys. Have a great day. We'll see you on Wednesday's Hangout. Hope this video helps you put things in perspective. Remember, anything that you got to think about the other person's perspective and say, is there anything I need to frame in before I have a conversation with them? Is there anything I need to frame in before they come to a hangout? Is there anything I need to frame in to get them to the next event? Think about being the other person's shoes, and can you say something that can help put things in perspective? So again, have a great day, guys. Live the movie. We'll see you on Wednesday's Hangout, and we'll talk to you real soon.